Just a quick update while I'm waiting for Rouvy to load properly. Had a few problems with my Zwift Ride bike, Wahoo Kicker core, when it's in erg mode. Tried FTP test twice now, and as soon as you should be in erg mode, I lose power completely. So just a quick update, had a message back from Zwift, looking like there is a firmware or hardware, whatever you call it, problem with the kicker core. So I will be in the process of returning it, seeing what they can sort out, whether a replacement or fix. But yeah, certainly not working right. Tried it on both Zwift and Rouvy apps with no luck. Does exactly the same thing on both. So absolutely fine if I'm in a ride like I'm just about to do. Can change through the gears. But as soon as I go into FTP test or group rides, everything goes. Try turning erg mode off on Zwift, sorry, and I can work through the gears, but it still doesn't feel 100% right. So yeah, looking forward to getting that sorted. Let's go for a Sunday. What's the time now? Almost midday, so let's go for a Sunday climb in Mallorca. As I said, these kind of rides, change through the gears no problem whatsoever. Get resistance feedback from the kicker. When I get in other programs though, other routes, like I say group rides, going downhill, get zero resistance whatsoever, legs just spin away. Only bought this set up back in August, it's February now. Some reason my heart rate's not come up. Turn it off, turn it back on again. Bought a Polar chest strap yesterday, Garmin chest strap yesterday, and went a bit bonkers. Went to over 200 beats per minute. So was completely out of sync, so won't be using that again. Back to the Fenix watch. Looks like an easy warm up for a third of this course. A little bit of up and down, but not much. And then we build into the long climb. Always do my rides on 100% resistance, realistic settings. Again, not sure if that's what you're meant to do. All I want is the roads that I ride on Rouvy to mimic real life. So I'm guessing that's the best way to do it. I was watching a guy who does Zwift racing on YouTube, and he says he keeps his resistance at 30 to 50%. Not sure what difference that makes. Surely everyone wants it to be the same as you're riding outside, regardless if you're racing or just doing a training ride. Might be wrong though. I don't understand why you would want it to be any other way other than a realistic ride. I know racing on these type of platforms is a completely like opening a can of worms. People cheating about their ages, their weight, and everything else, which is pretty sad really, if you've got to do that. Each their own. Who am I to judge? Even though I did just judge. If it's too hard for you in 100% realistic mode, train harder. Build up until it isn't so hard for you. Likewise, if it's too easy, put it in something harder. Don't cheat. So this is, as you can see, it's listed as climb A. Beginning to sweat, just 4 miles in, so I'm going to put the blower on. Mentally that feels like riding into a headwind, although physically it shouldn't change. My blower is at face height, so like I say, it does feel like a headwind, even though it's not in reality. This route's just over 20 miles. It's a classic ride, so many of you have probably ridden this for real. Rode the Coll de Ride up my FTP test yesterday, and it was a road I ridden just before Christmas for real. Exactly the same, so it brought back some good memories. So that's what I like about Rouvy. That's the first climb complete. I'm going to assume that was the easiest of the climbs. And I did the Zwift FTP test. Recommend you keep it between 80 and 90 RPMs. So when I'm not going up or down the hill, that's what I'm going to do. Club rides are back on. I didn't go this morning for some reason. They've gone back to summertime meeting, which is 7:30 depart from 8 o'clock, which was the winter start time. Sunrise here is 7:38. So I don't know why they've changed it again, but yeah, not liking that idea. It's not up to me, so I'll let them get on with it for a while, just till the weather changes a little bit. Roads are still wet, muddy, and going out when it's just sunrise isn't my idea of fun. Quite a nice ride so far. Going to be building up to the climb after we've done this descent. First 6 miles been quite nice. Looks like we're heading up to the hills, the mountains. That's something to look forward to, if you like that sort of thing. So just under 5 miles for this climb. Wave goodbye to the king of the mountain, I think. This one's just under 5 miles, I think, 4.5, 5 miles. Big chunk of the climb is on this section, so it'd be nice to get that out of the way. So this is Coll de Rates climb. Not sure if I pronounced it right. Listening to other people who've done the ride, all pronounce it different ways. So apologies if it's wrong. My London accent doesn't quite carry over into Spanish. Sneaky little bit of red there, went up to 9 point something. Quite funny when you hit these routes, you get down to 5-6% gradients and they feel easy, feel like you're going downhill for a while. Speed tells you that you're not finding it as easy as you thought you was. I say it feels on the legs like you're going downhill. If I was, I'd be going a lot faster than this. That's not the name of the game today. The idea is just have a nice ride, get some miles into the legs. I've got 2 legs. Okay, still got 3.5 miles almost on this climb left. Must have been treading water because I don't seem to have gone very far. Guy in front is supposedly doing 7.3 watts a kilo. That's probably why he's king of the mountain. This is where it gets a bit harder. Trying to keep the heart rate steady. Resting heart rate for the past 4 days, 41, 42, 42, and this morning for some reason it was 44. So we're not even through the climb section, halfway through the climb section yet. I think these are the sort of gradients I'm going to experience when I ride the Cap de Fermenta. Another one of those rides that must be magnificent coming the other way. Big long downhill. Looking like there's another 2 smaller climbs after this one's finished. Heart rates remain steady. Usually stays between 143, 156. That's when I know I'm not working too hard. Keeping in the RPM zone. That's good. So I'm over the halfway stage. Over double the incline elevation that I've got left. So a third of the elevation left to go. Just take some pressure off the sit bones. Zwift Ride bike saddle is really uncomfortable. That's half a mile to go on this climb. Almost at the end of this climb. Still holding heart rate zone and the RPMs, even though wattage is low. Just keeping in my zones. Looks like I've got the final climb coming up shortly. Climb C. Shorter one, just under a mile. Just under 5 miles left. Nice ride, enjoyed it. Almost at the top of this climb. That's this climb complete. Can't get any watts up on this downhill section. Average watts is going to drop off now. Not sure how you get round that. I suppose in the free wheels you would be freewheeling. So your watts would drop going downhill. Under 2 miles. Finished. Didn't see that coming. It's got to be a 4.5. .2 miles, 1 hour 21 minutes. Yeah, enjoyed that one.